what it is a representation of clarity. My little girl came up to me the other day and she's like, Daddy, I want an iPhone. And my little friends are getting iPhones. I got this little iPod. Everybody else has iPhones at my school. I want an iPhone. I was like, babe, I don't know if I want to get you an iPhone. And, so we talked about it. I said, having an iPhone is an adult thing. It costs $80 a month or $100 a month to have an iPhone, a real iPhone. I don't think it's a good idea for you to have an iPhone. She begged and begged, and she sold and she sold and she sold, and she didn't stop selling me until I said, okay, well, write me a list out of everything you can do in the household on a daily basis to pay for the iPhone. And if it's worth it, and you're agreeing to these adult tasks in my home, because that's a culture that we run, then I will consider getting you an iPhone. And so she wrote out this long list, but there was no clarity with it. She was going to fold the towels, she was going to do the dishes, she was going to dust the stairs and sweep the floor, and it was like every single thing. It would take her a month to do all this stuff. And I said, babe, there's no clarity with what you just gave me. Like, I want to know exactly what you say you're going to do. I want to come home whenever I come home and see that it's done. And she did not want to do that because she was smart. My little girl was smart. And she was like, you know what? If it's not clear, then I can get away with whatever I want to get away with, right? So I said, no, let's sit down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday, and you have Sunday off. And I said, if I'm paying you, an hour, it takes you an hour to get these chores done, I want to know specifically that you're going to have those things done. And it was a fight. It was tough. She knew what she was doing, and I knew what I had to have in order to be successful with that. I had to have clarity. She had to commit to the accountability of doing those jobs. So she took Monday and she wrote down, I'm going to do this. Monday's my busy day. So she knew exactly what to do, and she wrote down, these are the tasks I want to do. Tuesday I have this going on, so I'll do this right around 5 p.m. And she went through, and we came to an agreement, and everybody's happy. She's happy. She's getting an iPhone, and it's going to be successful, specifically because if I would have accepted the conglomerate of messiness of the 20 tasks that she said she was going to do each month, then she wouldn't be able to be held accountable. I would be upset because I would say, why didn't you do this? And it would just be a big mess. It's the same thing with you in this position, is there's clarity with your job. Your goal is to be a great salesman. But what are the little attributes or the itemized success items that goes into that list? That's having clarity of what you want to be, what you want to accomplish, what is your career goals in order to achieve. And we have those lists out. Minimum sales is 3 sales. Put in good sales. Get prepays. Run a 20% prepay. Helps us finance the operation. This is what allows for success to happen, and it's going to create success in your life. And I'm always into investing in you as a person, whether you're in school or this is a stepping stone for you in your career. I want you to leave this place better than what you came in. And if you do anything in life, no matter what it is, have a clear expectation of who you want to be, what type of person you want to be. Get rid of anybody in your life, unless you're married to them. Get rid of anybody anybody in your life that doesn't support those goals, because they will make you fall, they'll make you trip, and this is a life lesson. This is something that I've been through, that I've lost friends, and I had to take a stepping stone and say, we're not like-minded anymore. Success and sales and being great at something is so much more important to me than just the average Joe. No offense to the restaurant. And so I hope this hit home for you today, because when you truly want something, when you truly want to be a great salesperson or whatever that may be, you can do it. You just got to believe that you can do it, and then you got to grab a pencil and get a piece of paper and write out with full clarity exactly what you want to do. And before I close out, I'll say this. You should, if I was to say, I'm going to give you $10 million, because $1 million won't buy everything that someone would truly want. If I was to give you $10 million, and I said, write 10 things right now that you want in your life, and it might not all be monetary, anything that you can think about that you want, that would make you happy as a person. 10 things. And it could be from money, or it might not be from money. You got to write those things down. And just believe and imagine that you could access those things, and allow your heart to sort of, interject back and forth and be able to penetrate the idea of maybe 2 or 3 of these things are accessible in my life. I'm not too old. I'm not too young. I don't think there's any discriminatory type things that could, from an age factor, that could prohibit you from reaching those levels. But I tell you this, sales and communication is the #1 attribute in order for you to get what you want in life.